everybody, thank you for joining me. I'm Zoe, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be trying Arctic Fox's recipe for rose gold for brown hair. So a while ago I dyed my hair what I've been calling rose brown with overtones rose gold for brown hair. I really enjoyed the color. It gave me like a peachy pink wash over my brown hair. I will put the link to that video right here and also down in the description if you want to see that full review. Anyway, I was reading the Arctic Fox blog and I saw that they had a recipe for rose gold for brown hair. So I immediately bought Wrath and Electric Paradise. About the dye, Arctic Fox is a company based in Southern California that is 100% cruelty-free and donates 15% of its profits to help prevent animal abuse. Arctic Fox semi-permanent hair dyes are vegan, long-lasting, free of harsh chemicals, and condition while you color. I've used Arctic Fox many times before. In fact, my very first hair dyeing video, I used Arctic Fox's Virgin Pink. I'll put a link for that up here. And currently in my hair, I do have some blue, which is also Arctic Fox, and I will put a link for the video right up here if you want to see that one as well. All the videos will be linked in the description as well. The rose gold for brown hair recipe suggests that you use this on level 6 hair, light brown. My hair is at least one whole level darker than that. It's about a level 4-5 natural warm brown. And I also didn't do a strand test, so I have no idea how it's going to turn out. Because I want to keep these teal blue pieces in my hair, I've enlisted the help of my beautiful mother to section off my hair so we can keep the blue and just add the rose gold over top. Yeah, the instructions say to wash your hair and then allow it to air dry and apply the dye as conditioner afterwards. So that's exactly what I've done. I've washed it with my regular shampoo and I've allowed it to dry, and now we're going to section it. So first I had my mom find the blue sections and separate them from the rest of my hair, then braid them. Then she stuffed them into some rubber gloves and a plastic bag and secured them with elastics. And this surprisingly worked really well. Then we mixed the color, half Wrath and half Electric Paradise. I think I added a tiny bit more Electric Paradise, and it looked like a neon watermelon red color. Now, I'd like to praise my wonderful mother for doing this for me. This is the first time she's ever dyed someone's hair, and she did an amazing job. So thank you, Mom. I love you. First, I put Vaseline on my skin around my hairline. Then she applied the dye around my hairline, then all of my roots, then covered the rest of my hair. What I didn't record was after this I re-dyed the blue pieces and blended the colors at the root. I left the dye on for about 5 hours. Okay, we are back. It is the next morning, and while we were applying the dye, I started to feel really sick. And now I think I might have the flu. So here we are, welcome to my couch. So here's my hair. It turned out bright red. I'll come closer so I can show you. It looks a little bit purple in this light actually, and it is a very pink red, almost like a magenta. I'll show you the before and after in indoor lighting. And then I'll show you the before and after in outdoor lighting. So clearly this is not what we were aiming for. It's just quite a bit darker. Definitely the right color, but quite a bit darker. And I personally love it. Okay, I want to be able to show you how this color fades and how it washes, because I have a feeling after we wash it a couple times, it'll probably be the exact color we want. So I will see you guys in a few weeks with color updates and the end of the video. Okay, so we're back, and a few weeks quickly turned into a few months. Back in March, when emergency measures went into effect, I really slowed down on washing my hair. So recording how this color faded took a very long time. One thing that I meant to mention earlier was how soft and shiny this dye makes my hair. It also smells really good, and that smell lasts through a few washes as well. So let's talk about the color over time. Looking at the color, how it was supposed to be from the blog post to how it turned out initially, they were pretty darn close right off the bat. I think my hot roots and the fact that my scalp was bright red was really throwing me off, but those washed out really quickly. So the first wash I did in cool water with Color Safe shampoo and conditioner, and there was a lot of color runoff the very first time. So after it dried, it was looking a lot less red and more like the intended color. It was like a smoky burgundy, and I really, really liked it. Over the next few washes, I washed it the exact same way, and there was a little bit of color runoff in the suds, and I could still smell the dye, but I didn't see any fading. It wasn't until about wash 5 or 6 where I used warm water that I started to see a little bit of fading. So at that point, after wash 6, I think it was my favorite color. It was like dusty rose, and it was absolutely beautiful. And thankfully, that color stayed pretty much just like that for a really long time. So the next 7 or so washes after that, I really wasn't careful about the color. I just washed my hair in the shower. I even used a clarifying shampoo a couple of times to try and jumpstart the fading, but it was still quite minimal. So there I was after about wash 19, and it was still slowly fading, not a whole heck of a lot though. And it was June, and I already have about 2 inches of roots, so I thought I should just wrap up this video. So since wash 19, I've washed my hair 3 more times. 2 of those times were with clarifying shampoo again, and then I also swam in a saltwater pool. And this is what we're left with. Really, it's holding on here. So after 22 washes, most of my hair has faded to sort of an auburn color. Some parts are still really holding on to the dye, especially here in the front. It is quite burgundy still. Yeah, 22 washes later, and it's still definitely what I would consider rose brown. So, talking about this dye, final thoughts, and also pricing. For how long this color lasts, compared to other Arctic Fox dyes that I've used, it seems very similar to the blue mixture that I currently have in my hair. There is a chance that it's going to stain. It does last quite a bit longer than the Arctic Fox Virgin Pink though. That one did wash out fully. This mixture lasts a pretty long time for a semi-permanent dye. There is still a chance that it might wash out with time. As for how the color looked, it was pretty much exactly like how it looked in the blog post, how it was supposed to look. It was like a smoky burgundy, dusty rose. It was a beautiful color. I really, really liked it. It reminded me a lot of how the Virgin Pink looked, although it was less purple and more smoky. Comparing it to the Overtone Rose Gold for brown hair, I would just say they're very different colors. The Overtone was more subtle, more peachy, but the color that this dye faded to was quite similar. I find it quite hard to compare these two products because they are so different. The Arctic Fox gave me more pigment as like a solid color, whereas the Overtone was more of like a dimensional color coding. It was also a lot more temporary. So now for pricing, the 8-ounce bottles that I used in this video cost $13.99 US. That is $22.72 Canadian. You can purchase these dyes at arcticfoxhaircolor.com, or you can also buy them at Sally Beauty. I always order online, and to ship it all the way to Ontario, Canada, usually costs me about $15. This size bottle, because I have fine hair, it can cover my entire head twice with a little bit left over. So I loved this color, I love this product, and I think it's an excellent price. And I think that's all I have to say about this, so we're gonna wrap up the video. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, or if you have any questions at all, be sure to let me know. And if you're looking for more content, you can subscribe to this channel right here. You can check out my Instagram @anorthodol, or you can watch another video by clicking right here.